Hello friends and welcome. Today we are going to be sniffing a horse. No, I am not kidding. A few months back, Star Stable Entertainment announced that they were going to be laying off a lot of their companies. Creating lots more horses for the game. There were going to be bugs, a candle. They were going to be making a candle. Now this candle was supposed to smell like horse. TM. And it was going to be generated essentially by AI. It was the scent-powered generation tool with some other company whose name is up on screen right now. A panel of Swedish equestrians were going to smell this candle and test it out basically, and Star Stable was also going to be taking feedback from the community for what we thought smelled like a horse.
We need your help for the finishing touches. What do you think this candle should smell like?
Unfortunately, people weren't too thrilled at this idea, not because they didn't want a candle that smelled like horse. I mean, that is a great idea, especially for horse people, but because of who was creating the candle. Star Stable had just undergone 15% of company layoffs, released 6 new horses in under 9 months, and also was rampant with bugs in their game. So it sort of felt like their focus was on the wrong thing. Instead of committing to improving their game, they were creating a candle. Now, I understand there are different branches of the company, and it wasn't at all the same people who work on the game that were doing the candle, but as a company sort of directive, this felt like they were just completely missing the mark on what the community wanted. This made it seem like Star Stable was just completely out of touch with the community, and they weren't afraid to say that. After the initial announcement about the candle, Star Stable started to get more and more quiet about it since people were speaking up against it. Now, it got so quiet to the point where I could not find any update information on it at all. There were like a couple posts here and there, and it was so quiet. In fact, I missed the launch. I was wanting to get this candle as soon as it was released and do a review, and I just had no idea that it was even available because they were so hush-hush about it. At first, I couldn't even find where to get the candle from. If you go onto the section where the Star Stable candle is mentioned on their website, they don't have a direct link to go and buy it. They just mention that you can get it from getthegallop.com. It seems to be a Swedish riding brand, and I'm not sure why Star Stable aren't selling it themselves. It could be licensing issues, but essentially that's where they're hosting the candle, and the candle was £18. The single candle was £18. Now, just for reference, Yankee candles, which I have one here, this is like a massive, this is the biggest jar of Yankee candle. It's 623 grams of candle. This was £24. And obviously Yankee Candle are a very well-established brand, so I was a bit shocked at the price. I think it's quite high, so I ordered 2, of course, because I'm thinking I keep one to just dry sniff and the other one I'll do like a burn test on it as well. Now, as you can see here, this does say fragile on it, and there is just a massive the blur does not like this box at all. I'll hold it here. Yeah, there's just like a massive dent. So hopefully the candles are fine. I'm very curious. Essentially, my hopes for this candle is that it doesn't smell like apples and leather and straw, but it smells like an actual horse, because that is what it is branded as. So I'm gonna open this. All right, so here is the package. They have put it in. Ooh. Oh, there's like a tote bag in there, I think. Okay, so that's good. I actually haven't found any plastic as of yet. So they have this cute sticker that says "Get the Gallop" in yellow. So I'm just gonna peel that off because I reckon that will release the rest of it. There is a tote bag in here, so you know what, I'm gonna give points for there's absolutely no plastic in this packaging whatsoever. They essentially wrapped it in this like tissue paper and then gave me a free tote bag. I love totes. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that, but I absolutely adore tote bags. I think they're amazing. So I got this tote bag for free, but I did spend, how much was it? I did spend £44 on these 2 candles, so and that's with shipping. That's why it's so expensive. So thanks for the free tote bag. That's nice. So here are the 2 candles. Okay, so they've got this sort of Star Stable like branding on them. Honestly, over the last few years, Star Stable has been sort of changing their branding so subtly but so frequently, it's kind of hard to keep up. But it says horse by Star Stable. So I am expecting this to actually smell like a horse. So it does say on the side, the scent blend of this candle was created with the help of No Ordinary Scents AI. Input from our Starfam community, the curation experts, the Swedish equestrians. Teamwork makes the dream work and smells horse-tastic. Horse-tastic, you can't just put any word in front of tastic and then okay, it's fine. So with a base note of soil, poop, sweet hay, a heart note of horse fur, leather boots, and a top note of crisp autumn apples, we give you a chance to discover Jorvik on another level. So that was kind of what I was hoping we didn't get. I don't want to smell apples. I can get any candle to smell like apples. What I wanted is like a very strong note of horse fur. That is kind of what I'm hoping to smell. So I'm just gonna bust this thing open. One concerning thing though is that they don't list any of the ingredients on the website, because I have heard from some counts that people are getting a little bit sick when they're burning this candle. Okay, so it's a glass candle, and it is, oh, I've dropped the top, 300 milliliters. So I'm actually kind of nervous to smell it because I really want it to be good. Okay, I genuinely haven't breathed through my nose yet. I'm gonna sniff it now. It's not bad. It's very appley. That was what I was kind of concerned at. It's very appley. There is like a really nice undertone. I cannot describe it. It smells a bit like Pez. Like apple Pez. Have any of you guys had the like chalky Pez sweets? That's kind of what it smells like, but there's a really nice undertone. I would give anything to remove the apple scent and properly smell that undertone. It's really sweet, like really, really, really sweet. No, it's not terrible. This is just a sniffing video. That's all I'm going to be doing this entire video. So I think I'm going to leave this one in the box for now, and I'm going to actually light this one up and see if I can't smell it better, because sometimes when you burn them, they actually smell better because they release more of the scent. So be careful around fire, but here we go. Is that lit? It has a really tiny wick, like a minuscule. That is, it's so small. It is absolutely tiny. So here we go. I'm going to let that, it's going to put itself out. It just put itself out. The wick is so small. Okay, I might have to burn through some of it with the lighter. It's not, oh my God, there's smoke. Okay. It's not lighting. Like, why is it? It's hot. Yeah, so the candle just won't stay lit at all. The wick is absolutely tiny. I wish I'd shown that before. I do have the second one, but it's a bit hard to see because it's white, but it is like tiny, so it's not actually catching at all. Is there instructions? Am I doing this wrong? Okay, I'm gonna try again. Ow. I'm gonna try again to get it to burn. I'm just sort of trying to burn away at the wax to get the wick to like stay, but it is sort of burning my hand. Yeah, I have to remove some of the wax from around the wick, like as it's melting, to prevent it from snuffing itself out, because the wick is so short. Why is it so short? This is where I like catch my hair on fire trying to do this video. It's hard to tell straight off the bat. The apple smell is really quite potent. I'm getting like a hint of something else like on the base, but I generally cannot smell soil. I cannot smell poop. Maybe it's the sweet hay. Maybe that's what I'm smelling. And I'm not smelling horse fur at all. Definitely not smelling leather boots. It's the apples and the hay I think I'm smelling most. If only I had like somebody who had a really big nose and a very strong opinion. No, not that one. You have to smell it. You have to smell it straight first, like I did.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So, I have a candle here. Don't sniff yet.
Right.
Okay.
I'm holding back.
Yeah, hold back the sniff. Oh, okay. Well, this wick is longer than the other one. I struggled burning that one because the wick was so small. Okay. Ready. Okay, give it a good old sniff.
I'm not getting horse. Maybe it needs to be burned. Maybe.
So if you give that a smell and tell me what you can smell, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Okay, I'm getting hay. I'm getting leather.
And a top note of crisp autumn apples.
I was going to say apple.
Yeah,
I was going to say apple.
You should have said apples. That was the first one. I figured out the apples first. It's very like in your face.
Yeah.
And then like the undertone is sweet hay. It's just very sugary. Essentially, if I was to pull up Star Stable and light this candle, sure, it would immerse me into Jorvik. But if I was to load up Red Dead, this would not immerse me at all. This would pull me out of the experience because it's so sweet. Like, it's not bad. It's not a bad smell. I wouldn't say, oh, I wouldn't want a candle to smell like that.
I don't know.
Is it too sweet for you?
It's too sweet. It would just get annoying.
I have a sweet tooth, so I quite like these. But, like, for example, this is 300 milliliters. This was £18. I got this for 24. So it's like, you know,
Sort of smell of that one.
This one's really nice. If you guys like candles,
that's nice.
I love this.
Yeah.
This is Yankee Candles Warm and Cozy. I
No,
think
that's
it's
nice.
discontinued, but you can find it in some shops. This is by far my favorite smell ever. It does not smell like you can't really put your finger on it, right? Like, it doesn't smell. It's woody, earthy, but like warm. Honestly, my favorite candle of all time. I love this one. So it's sort of like value for money wise. I would rather just spend £24 and get this chonky candle that I know I'm gonna love.
Yeah, that's a lot of money to spend on a horse candle that doesn't smell like horse.
One other aspect I sort of wanted you to have a look at is some people have been reporting that they've lit the candle and started to feel a bit ill. So I wanted you to have a look at the ingredients list and tell me, as a man of science and great opinions, what is in there that could potentially be harmful, or if it is all sort of like bog standard, like industry stuff.
Okay, look, let me go and Google some of these.
Okay.
And we'll just have a quick double check, all right?
So what have you found, Detective?
Well, you know, I mentioned about how it says harmful to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. It says avoid release to the environment.
Wait, so don't burn it?
May cause an allergic reaction, which obviously is what you're concerned about. Now, I've sent over the actual chemical that I only looked up one. I think that's enough. It is 7-methanoazulene, and it is not a good chemical.
Oh, okay. This substance may be fatal if swallowed and enters airways. It is toxic to aquatic life with long-lasting effects and is very toxic to aquatic life. Why does it say it twice?
I know.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, so fatal if swallowed.
And enters airways, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean that if you burn it, then it entering airways is harmful. But it certainly is incredibly worrying that the one chemical that I went for first immediately is the one that they're referencing about how dangerous it is on the actual ingredients.
Yeah, it literally doesn't matter if the rest of them are completely harmless. This candle's £18, and my problem is £18 plus shipping. Obviously, you've got to pay. It doesn't smell like a horse.
And it has some really worrying chemicals in it.
So, personally, I'm not a fan. If you guys have already purchased the candle, feel free to let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. If you haven't purchased the candle, also let me know in the comments what you think of this sort of shebang of what they're doing with creating another product when their original product is not really up to standard currently. And thank you for making a cameo. This is that's double Abigail in 1 year. That's amazing. So yes, thank you for your help with your big nose. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay positive, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.